Today I'm going to give you a tutorial on how to create your work of street art using a picture of you. So once you've saved your image, you're going to go to Pixlr X and you're going to click Open Image. And you're going to start with opening up your background picture. So you can see my background picture here. You can see that the wall is flat, so that way it's not at an angle. Once we have our background picture open, you are going to start with opening up the picture of you. So if you go to the plus here, you're going to go add an image, and you can select the picture of you. Now we know in JR style, we want this to be black and white. So I'm going to first edit this layer. I'm going to go to the adjust, and then I can easily make it into black and white. You can see on the right side, I'm on the layer of me. So I'm only changing the color of me, not the rest of the picture. And then you can play around with things as you want them here. The next thing I need to do is cut out me. So for that, I'm going to go to the scissor tool. I don't want to include all of this picture in the graffiti or the street art. So there's a few different cutout methods. I'm going to start with not the draw cutout, okay? So what you do when you have this is you can bump up the size to start, and it will make it nice and big, and it's like a giant eraser. Now you can see it gets quite soft on the edges. I'm going to turn the softness down, and then I can go nice and closely around the work without cutting anything too important off. Okay. Now to zoom in, you can use this part up here where it says navigate. You can zoom in, and this red box up here will be where you are in the image. So now I can go closely, and I can click the lasso cutout. Now you can see here it says remove, so anything that I circle here will be removed with the cutout. Okay, this is going to take some time for me. So I'm going to go through and try and get as close as possible with everything. Now, I did not pick the easiest picture to do this for the tutorial. Alright, so this will take some time for you to go through and to cut out the parts you need. You want to try and make it as exact as possible so that way it will look like a work of street art. If you make a mistake, click undo, and you'll get back what you're missing. For the sake of this tutorial, we're going to stop there. We're going to pretend that I have cut out everything that I needed. What we need to do now is resize the photo. So you can go to this arrange click here, and I want my work of art to kind of go in this little garage door area. So I'm going to arrange it to fit in there. And then what you can do is we want to make it seem like it is a part of the building. So what we want to do is make it transparent. So then you can click on here and you can give it a little bit of a transparency. We don't want to erase it completely, but you can make it a little bit lighter here so we see some of the details. You could also experiment a little bit with different features here to see if there's something that looks a little bit better with your work. But the idea is that it should feel like it is a work of art on the building. You could also try duplicating the layers. So you can click on here. You can click on the duplicate button, and you can give different feelings to each of them so that it looks more like a work of street art. Okay, so once you're done, we should see a little bit of the detail in the back, and it should feel like it's a work of street art on the building. You can imagine that I've cut everything else out around the picture as it should be, and it will look a little bit more realistic. When you're done, you click save and download it to your computer, and you'll be good to go.